All right, I'm back, and I'm on Marvel Heroes, my dirty little secret. Heroes is a Diablo-style top-down game. I say Diablo-style because it was actually produced or worked on by one of Diablo 1 and 2's creators. I forget his name at this time, so I apologize. And you can feel it and see it in all the gameplay. It is in the Marvel Universe, and let's see. And there's a ton of Marvel heroes in the game so far, and villains. You can unlock them in the game for free. It is not easy. Let's see actually of what my currency's at, if I can actually unlock one. I do not think I have enough to unlock one, because you can unlock them with Eternity Splinter. There's multiple ways that you can, well, not multiple, there's a couple ways you can unlock them in game. It is time consuming, I won't lie. The fastest way to unlock them is to just go through the store. And that's why this is my dirty little secret, because if you see, I have every champ but the latest unlocked. These on average cost, I think when they're not on sale, what is it, like $6 to $20. I bought every one of them on, some of them I unlocked legitimately. I played back when they actually dropped characters, so I got some of these characters as random drops. I unlocked some with Eternity Crystals, but then there's quite a few that I have over time just bought when they were on sale, whether I needed them or not. And that's why it's my little secret. I haven't made a video about this because it's a really hard game to do justice to, and it's also a very, I feel, even though it's got a very active community, it's a niche market. I think a lot of people that want to play Diablo are going to be playing Diablo 3, though I feel like this has definitely got more to do than Diablo 3 does. If you don't mind the bright Marvel aesthetic, which, seeing as how upset people got with Diablo 3 being too bright, a lot of Diablo players are not going to be into that. But what this game has, here, let me show you some of the modes it has before we go and play it all. Is, we got over here the terminal where we can jump to just any kind of mode. It's Midtown, Patrol, Industry City Park, Hollow Sim. These are challenge modes. These are all challenge modes actually, plus one PvP mode, where you face in different, like Hollow Sim and X Defense are waves and waves of difficulty until you fail. It goes on and on and on. You can do it solo, you can do it with a group. It gets very difficult. Well, it gets impossible eventually. But the longer you last, the higher the rewards. So that's one mode of play. So we have challenge mode, wave-based challenge mode. We have PvP, which I can't speak too much because I only tried it once, and honestly I got stuck in the queue. But I do know it exists, and I think it's at higher levels played a bit more. These two modes are ongoing, open area where you'll find many players going, and there's often daily events happen in both these, and many bosses spawn in these two locations, and many enemies. So really, once you've played the game over and over, and you just want to level up heroes, a lot of people use these challenge modes to level up their heroes after they've gotten very comfortable with the story modes. Then there's terminals, and this is again, so there's a story mode which we'll get to in a moment, which is the basic game, the initial game. Terminals let you jump to any of the levels you've come across in the original game, and there's green, which is of course the easy terminals, and then it goes to red. These are much harder. Still not that difficult, but pretty hard. Cosmic gets pretty ridiculously hard. You have to be max level. This character I'm on particularly doesn't have max level. And there's one-shot stories, which are pretty hard too. And Cosmics and one-shots hold a place too, where they will allow you to do something we don't even see here right now. So let me switch out onto one of my 60s. Which 60 is max level, and Cap is my best geared character right now. If we come in here, sorry, it's under challenges. They have raids in this game. They have easy raids and hard raids. At this point they have 2 raids going on. Oh, they also have cosmic versions of those areas I spoke of, Midtown and Industry Park. But these raids, okay, green is supposedly not that difficult, but still difficult. There's mechanics to learn. They don't really focus on tank healers, even though there are classes that can do these things like taunt and heal a little bit. The focus mostly here is on learning to play avoidance and gearing up to survive. The way the raids work is 10 people go in, and the raid is allowed 30 deaths combined for the entire raid before it resets. So raids are very difficult. You really want to be in, they call them super groups here, but you want to be in a guild, most likely to do it, and you probably want TeamSpeak. These are hard enough that you probably want to even watch a video and make sure you understand the mechanics and what's going to happen. So again, that's something you're not going to get in a lot of these other games, and it's actually something that's very appealing to me. I've been working to get Cap geared up high enough to do a raid. He actually, at this point, is probably just about good enough to do a green raid, and I've put quite a bit of time into him. Now, I know once you've really known this game for a while, you could probably do it much faster, or when you have gear from your other characters, but he was my first 60, and I've joined a super group, and I could go for a raid even now, but I'd prefer to be at optimal gear before going in. I don't want to be a hindrance to the group. I like him as my 64 because I have the highest survival with him. It's funny, everyone here's got the same visual, but that's one thing I was going to point out. You do find visual effects you can upgrade your gear with, and the other thing you get is costumes. Some will occasionally be found in packs and whatnot, but for the most part, that is the one thing that you have to pay cash for. So let's see if we go to Cap. He's got all his movie costumes plus some, and oh my god, why would anyone ever pay money for that? Classic Cap. Cap's by far not my fit. Like, it was funny, as I'm not a Captain America fan, but his gameplay was so solid and good that I couldn't help but level him up. So yes, so there's raids. There's a pretty intense crafting system. I will say this, though, it is tedious, but I'm a person that hates crafting systems in all games. And this one's no different, but even people that like crafting have told me that, yeah, this one is pretty tedious. It is going to be required. If you want to raid, you are going to have to craft. And one thing that happens with that is, let me go to a character I haven't done it with. This is not a crafter, this is just a gear salesperson. Perhaps something in nice crimson. They have a donate button. So if you go into your inventory and you alt-click something, it'll just automatically donate, so you don't have to drag everything over to this guy. As you donate, they level up. They max at level 20. You need to do this with your crafters too, and it opens up recipes and skills that you can do. So to craft the highest level gear, you're going to need to get them to 20. I've got all my crafters at level 20. It is a bit of a grind. It's a bit tedious. But you're going to get this. This game is such a loot pinata game that you're going to get. You do it by just giving them loot, and it'll happen pretty easily. Another thing that you may have noticed is I have this character fooling around with me. They have team-ups here, which are heroes that you can bring along with you that'll just be NPCs. You have two ways that you can really play them. You can send them so that they don't show up most of the time, and you get just a buff. While they're not fighting with you, you have some advanced abilities. Or, in this case, like I have with her, you can have them up all the time, and they just add their DPS, or in the case of Groot, oh well, that one's deployed, so. Anyways, you could bring a tank out if you're a bit squishier. At this point, Klee has been my favorite, but Domino is one of the... Klee and Domino are ranged attacks that really can work with any hero and do some good synergy. There's so many layers to this game that I'm not going to be able to cover it in a 15-minute video. I'm not going to try to cover it in a 15-minute video. I just wanted to let my dark secret out. And if you like Diablo, if you like raiding and think raiding in a Diablo-style combat world would be interesting, and And if you just like the other thing that's very nice about this is very accessible. You can come and play for 5 minutes a day. You can come and play for 5 hours. I will say that if you play 5 hours every day, you're going to be doing repetitive content at a certain point. But that's the same with any of these MMOs, right? And this is an MMO. I mean, it's a lot of instances with just groups in them, but you know, it's not like Diablo. You are playing with a large number of people, and you can make acquaintances that you'll see every day, and you can play with every day. And there are plenty of challenges and plenty of heroes and play styles to happen. And I think that's probably the most important part is finding. I think the first 3 heroes I used did not work for me at all, and I did not enjoy the game until I discovered heroes that I did enjoy. That said, let's finish this with jumping into story mode with one of my lower level heroes. Not someone that I'm a huge fan of. Oh, and let me show this as after we swap out. There is the difficulty. As you level up, you'll unlock different difficulties, and you can do the story over in harder difficulty modes.
Mr. Lyncher, you must help me
another thing to show is synergy. So the way synergy works is for every hero I've leveled up to 30, I unlock an ability for them, and everyone I've leveled up to 50, I unlock another ability that can benefit my other characters that I play right from the get-go. So in theory, like Stretch here, I think, let's see, he does melee damage, physical damage. He's got a lot of physical damage right now going on. So let's look for things that might benefit him. Let's start with ones that have everything unlocked. So melee power damage and movement speed. I'll do that. I'll get a boost for that. I always take the health. I haven't gotten all the way to doing the physical damage I want here with Colossus, but I'll take some more health. Deflecting projectiles is going to benefit any character, really. I'll take that. You only get to take 10 of these, by the way. So mental power. I'm not seeing anything in mental power on him right now, so I'm going to skip that, but I'll take more health because, hey, survivability is nice, and I didn't mean to take that one. Speed is always nice. I don't need... Spirit is like your mana, so I mean, in theory, I could use more of that, but it comes back pretty quick. Mental, even more speed. I could really... Oh, wait, no movement power damage. I'm sorry. He does have some movement powers, though, Stretch here. Damage versus slow targets. Not going to worry about summoned ally, but I'll take health on any enemy defeat. More movement speed, yes, thank you. Damage versus bosses, I'll take. Physical damage, energy. Okay, that's not a bad one to have. I'll take damage versus enemies targeting because I'm going to be playing solo. Let's just see. What I want to grab is this last one. Oh, I didn't grab the health. Let me grab that health and apply it. So now I got all that bonuses. Another system as you level up, this is like alt points, or I forget what they're called in Diablo, but you actually get them even while you're leveling a character up, but once you're max level, this is what you're farming for experience. And unfortunately, you can't spend them till level 30. So they are available on all characters at whatever my current points is. You can reset them, but they are ways to continue to build your character, and it's quite in depth, and there are quite a lot of them. You'd never be able to unlock them all. So there's whole tutorials on what you would want to pick for what character, but it's one more way to level up, and it also comes in with rating. You want to have the right ones for your character to help. And then there's your basic powers. Every character's got 3 trees. They're generally 3 different ways of playing that character. One thing to watch out for is basic, where it says basic there, basic melee. That's an attack that's not going to cost you anything. So you want to make sure you always have at least one of these, at least while you're leveling. Some more advanced builds won't have them later. And the reason you want to have these while leveling is that you have something you can do while your mana's gone. The other thing to note is most characters have at least 3 or 4 basic, well, I shouldn't say 3 or 4, at least 2 to 3 different basic attacks. And they'll give you different benefits. Like this one My crit rating goes up every time I hit. Let's see if we can find another basic one that will unlock at some point. And I know I'm throwing a lot at you right here right now. It's just, there's a lot in this game. This is interesting. He might be unique in not having, he doesn't have another basic attack. I've never seen that before. All right, so this is definitely going to be the attack we use. So, also, all characters have some form of movement ability. And this appears to be his. And I like to have my basic attack on my left mouse click and the moving one on the right. It is worth noting that you have multiple bars here, but you have to shift to them to use them. So I try to stick to this combination here. My hope is that one day that they're going to give controller support here, because this is the right amount. So let's see. What is this? Giant punch. Slam your massive and large fist into unfortunate enemies. Deals an additional 10% damage per stack of outwit. So something here is going to be building outwit. Your body is so elastic and resilient that bullets and like often bounce off harmlessly. Okay.
Some of us have symposiums to keep.
So all characters have a crowd control ability because there's a lot of CC in this game. So it's always important to put at least 1 point. But if you look at the passive ability on this, damage negation, defense, dodge, projectile, it's worth taking. And now if I hover over it, you'll see on next rank, it's going to continue to build my defense and stuff up. So at some point, I'm going to max this out. That's just going to be so much survivability. It's going to be important not to skip it. This is a cool ability. Okay, this is stacks of outwit. On use, refreshes all my powers. That's great. The 1 minute cooldown kind of sucks. And also has the passive effect of adding crit and damage. All right, so what do we have here? Physical damage, enemies take for 4 seconds. So this is a device I can toss into an area. Okay. So really I don't have anything else I'm allowed to spend points on at this point. So I think I'll put one back into that. I don't really care. I don't usually level up my movement one because really I just want to save it for movement. I don't use it for damage. I mean, a lot of them will do some amount of damage, but unless it brings my spirit down. And this one, the spirit cost does not go down with leveling, so I have no real interest. But it does knock people down, so maybe that is worth note. So I'll put one more in it. I'll put one in there, and we'll just go with that.
I think I'm feeling some residual mutations.
All right, so mouse clicking gets you where you want to go, or I believe it's hold W. You can hold W, and he'll just follow your mouse around. You do have to hold the mouse pointer down, though. So I've never done the W style. I'm a frantic clicker here. So let's just jump in the story where he's at.
Trust me, I've flown this route.
This is actually the opening story. I missed some cutscenes here for you, but this is the first level that you do when you're leveling up. And this is a melee-based class, so just be aware there's every kind of hero you can think of. They work in the way that you think. If they can throw flames, they're going to be a range class, and not everything's going to feel this way. Oh, wow, he is kind of a range class with those fists, though. That's so bizarre. I've never been a big fan of this guy as a hero either, but I might be a fan of his fighting there. That's kind of ridiculous. It does help that I've got all those synergy. Okay.
New horizons laid before me.
Did I get a chance to unlock anything? Not really. I will take... I don't think I'm going to have to worry about defending myself right now, so I'll just take more outwit. I really got to get to where I use this. Another thing I do is I've tried to map this to all my MOBA keys so that I continue to keep my MOBA reactions up. So it's QWE. I think it actually started 1, 2, 3, 4. But for me, that's what I wanted to map it to. Let's give the E a test. Oh, that's a fist, all right. Yeah, I'm a little OP for this right now. Oh, here's my movement ability. I haven't unlocked the harder mode, or I would do that for you. And I also hadn't started this character in the story mode, because I think he should be further along in the story for his level, because normally you're level 3 by the time you leave here, and he's already level 5. I could talk to these guys, and one of them will follow me, but I have no real interest in that. Okay, I threw down my ability.
Thanks. Now we have eyes and ears inside the facility again.
Let's do Q here.
Hail Immortal Hydra.
Beer belly! Okay, this is a little ridiculous. I think I'm going to have to go back and jump into a harder mode to give you some idea.
Reactions need fuel.
Let's see, where's somewhere that I'm gonna... Or, oh, one thing to note too, you can always switch characters as long as they are high enough to be where you're at. Where's someone that's a little fun? You know, Hawkeye was surprisingly fun. He's way too high for this, though. Actually, I guess I can't switch him here. Let me switch to Avengers Tower real quick. I don't think I'm going to do the story as much as I thought, because that was a little ridiculous, and that's not what the game feels like when you come in with your first character.
The world's mightiest heroes.
Let's see, here's Hawkeye. And let's go further into the story with Hawkeye. Oh, he's got all his points to spend still. I think they revamped stuff. Yeah. Let's see.
How's the hex biz, Wanda?
I'm just gonna put it in the ones that the arrows I was using. So I'm maxed out for that right now. Alright, and confirm. Let's take him. Where do we want to take him? Let's go to the dinosaur jungle. Oh, wait, this is a little higher than he's ready for. It's still higher. Alright, let's warp here. So once you've completed the story, you can jump through the story, and you could play, if that's how you wanted to, you could just play jumping around the story. Okay, let me remember what I got going on here.
You done already?
This movement is just a dodge with a little speed boost afterwards. Cars are destructible. Quite a few things are destructible. Looks like we have a boss up right now on the map. There's always usually some public bosses around. I'd expect to see a lot of Doctor Dooms around because Doctor Doom was released recently. That's usually what happens when new character releases. A bunch of people immediately roll out and get them, including me. I'm avoiding doing that right now because I'm trying to have better behavior. Oh, it looks like I just missed the fight. Alright, now I've jumped into an instance. By default, they're public and you can have other people join you in them. I'm on my way to fight Tombstone. Yeah, Hawkeye has got so much AoE ability, he's kind of ridiculous. Which is funny because all the characters like that, you know, they'll have passives where when they run into each other, they'll talk to each other. Everyone makes fun of Hawkeye, which, you know, deservedly so. I mean, he's playing with superheroes and he's just a man with a bow. I mean, it's, and that's usually their quip, is like, hey, why don't you, at least get a real weapon? That said,
This is coming with me.
the joke's on them in the way that he is one of the best AoE damagers in this game. I mean, yeah, you can get yourself killed with him. But he is a ton of fun. I wish I had unlocked him sooner. Actually, what got me to play him is I got this costume drop, because by default, he's got the standard Hawkeye costume, the old purple one. Let's try R out here. Yeah, that's probably what I should be doing more of. I have not played in a little bit. I've been caught up with my streaming and trying other games. This is just my go-to game for just fun. This is my fun game. Like, it's not the most challenging game you've ever played, but it's got a lot that you can do. And it's just, if you like looting and you like farming, or if you like Marvel, you can have a lot of fun. And I like it a lot more than all the other hero MMOs they've tried to make, which I didn't expect. I didn't think a game style like this could be that much fun. It's also made me realize just how much more they could have done with Diablo. And it, you know, that's a little disappointing. Oh, I was hoping I was going to freeze you, buddy. I do not have him geared up, and I don't have him leveled up, so I'm playing it kind of careful here. And it's also fun right now to be doing this. Oh, guess I could have killed him by now.
I need a breather.
Oh, did he teleport back on me, or did I finally kill him? He teleported back on me. What a turd sickle. This music's not the best, though. I don't normally have the music playing, or I don't normally notice it by how loud I have all the other sounds going. I do have health potions mapped to P1, where I would normally have my potions again in my MOBAs, so... His basic attack leaves a little to be desired. Alright. Let's see if I can do this with him right now. We're about at the boss. Or we're getting there. Okay, there he is. Tombstone is a hard hitter, so the main thing will be to stay back. I am under-leveled for this, and apparently... Oh, I went too far and he teleported. But his health didn't go, so that's fine. I wanted some challenge, though, and I went a few levels above, and I forgot how much levels make a difference. Thankfully, because he's in this room, he doesn't have a lot of ads. Otherwise, I'd probably already be dead. I'll get out of there. Now I'm wishing I would have get Spirit back though. You know, a basic shot might do it. Oh, come on. Let's not die now. I have a lot of health pots saved up from my runs throughs. You can buy them also. But, yeah, I'm pretty sure my basic attack's giving me Spirit because it comes back pretty quick when I'm doing that to him.
Can't take the hits.
I know you can't. Oh, meaning to dodge that. He's a pain in the rump, that's for sure. But I think I got him. I got him. I know anyone that really is good at this game is going to be laughing their butts off, but I don't normally do that. I just did the playthrough.
For post-victory interviews.
And I don't think I've been challenged that much in the story mode before. A couple levels seems to make a difference. Yeah, these guys are like yellow to me or orange to me, whatever that means. Because yeah, normally one shot and boom. So that's one way to make the game more challenging too. Not just difficulty modes, but attempting to go higher than you're ready. Oops, keep hitting C here. Alright, well that's that. I'm gonna actually get out of here now that I beat the boss, even though I haven't found the evidence per se. Let's see. Alright, almost out of here. Okay. Let's see. Lastly, let me show one of the more. Oh, don't you shoot that stuff at me. Show some of the other challenge play with one of my tankier characters. And I think that'll be it. It's one of those games I think it really is just something you know that this will appeal to you or it won't. And if it doesn't appeal to you, it's just not going to work at all, ever. And if it does, I think it's feels really good if you're looking for this type of play. And again, if you're looking just for social, like a casual social, you can have you can level up pretty quick with one character, join a group, and be social, and not have nearly
Hey, nice tail. Wait,
the work you have with, say, a normal MMO. So I think I'll end up doing more with my super group here than I would in World of Warcraft or anything. I don't have the time these days that is required for. Oh,
Wonder who left this
drop
lying
it.
around.
I'll take it. And that was for buffing armor, by the way. That's why I was grabbing that. Might not be worth anything though. Let's see. What's a fun character to look at when they're fighting? Deadpool's ridiculous. He's so funny as he plays. Let's do a little Iron Man. I'm gonna go do a challenge with Iron Man, and then I'm going to leave. Let's see, I don't have many points left here to spend. I got his ultimate. Alright, I'm not gonna really pay too much attention to what I'm doing here.
Mind if I cut a piece of that symbiote off? I have some ideas.
let's do Industry City. So this is one of the ongoing challenges. You can join at any time, and it'll be there'll be area quest. See, there's an area quest going on right now. They're usually multiple stages. In fact, this one is too, where right now it's the fight the mercenary. These will always be within your level range because you'll just jump in the challenge where you're best suited. I like this ability, but it burns up your armor power, I'll tell you that. And as long as you've done any part of the challenge, as the next level goes through, you'll be rewarded for your participation in that part of the challenge by getting a special drop, a little loot crate. Oh, look at that, another Iron Man. Yeah, okay, I didn't get the loot crate, never mind. Just got a good drop in general. Do I have my rocket build? Hold on. I like rockets so much more, but I don't remember that. Oh, I do have it, I think, here. I can't activate because I'm in combat. Oh, well. Rockets are a lot of fun. So basically, he's got a melee build where you just beat the crap out of people with your armor. He's got an energy blaster mode, which is what I'm messing with right here. And he's got a missile mode, which...
Seriously, not worth my time.
You can mix and match them as you want, but I definitely find the missile... Oh, and here's a boss that's not part of the challenge, but just one of the normal bosses that will consistently pop in this. Okay, that's my reward right here for participating in that last part of this. The last part of the challenge. But now it's going to move to the next part, which is freeing hostages, and if I want to get another reward, I'll need to participate in that too. I don't know why they ended up using that laser thing from
Come on, give me a target.
the Iron Man 2 movie as his main big ability, because it's not that fun to me. Alright, let's go try to save some hostages. See, I can fly as his ability. Does take suit power. Oh, so I'm gonna save that one. And I could spend points to make this much faster, by the way. It's just I haven't yet. But if you look on the right, you'll see my suit power is going down. Okay, here's a hostage I can save. I need 5 more saved. I'm getting a little bit of lag. I think that's more to do with attempting to record this right now. Alright, here's the hostage. I'm going to save her. Give these guys a taste of my... Oh. Boost. I don't need these guys, but they don't need to be harassing the city. Oh yeah, so I participated in that, I got that, and if we go look at this, this is what these are. Big old, oh, I got a unique. Uniques are just some of your best gear you can have. Like at level 60, you want to have a level 60 unique in all these slots. I'm not even high enough to wear this till I'm level 35, so next level I'll be able to put that on. And they're really good comparatively to anything else. Like, what am I wearing right now? Yeah, this is just. And if it's preferable, there are uniques that anyone can wear, but then there are uniques that are specific to your character, and typically the uniques specific to your character are the best ones for raiding and whatnot. They'll give you the most extra benefits, which makes sense. All right, so. The only other thing, I'm going to switch one more time to show you this. One thing that is kind of a big deal, and is one of my favorite parts of the game. Or of the combat, not the game. Is at level 50, all characters unlock their ultimate. So let's go to someone that I have unlocked. And the ultimates are usually on a pretty big cooldown, like 1 to 3 minutes.
Jarvis canceled my 10 o'clock. I think I just met the cover of my favorite album in high school.
Let's go with Caps, because I like Caps. As much as I'm not a big fan of Cap. So Cap's ultimate is to call in the Avengers to help him for a short time. Let's see, the cooldown, I'm not worried about the cooldown right now, actually. Let's just jump into another challenge. We'll go into Midtown. I'm just going to use this ultimate, and then I'm going to call it quits. Oh, we're in time for the boss battle. The boss battle happens like every 3 minutes on this match. I'm sorry about the lag. I probably should have lowered the video quality or something. Oh, okay. If I go in there by myself with these bosses, maybe a problem. That torch is actually something that spawns off my armor. Alright, let's just do the ultimate and get out of here. Oh, actually there are people in there fighting. So here's my ultimate. Oh. Or not. This is going to end too quick. I don't want to waste it here. Let's go somewhere where I can show it to you. Alright, I'll use my ultimate on these guys here.
Avengers assemble.
Oh, did they not pull down because I might need someone that actually will stick around for a little bit. 1 second. I'm sure I can find somebody strong enough for it. Oh, this lag is... I'm afraid to see what this is doing to the video.
Avengers assemble.
Oh, yeah, then Iron Man will come down and focus his beam off of my shield. I get a shield while I'm doing that because of the reverb from that. The Hulk comes down and smashes them. It's pretty good. I like it. But really, that's it. That's this game in a nutshell. Hope you liked the video, and I'll talk to you later.